Hey, Connie! How's your weekend going?
Oh, no, here comes trouble. It's my annoying sister-in-law. My weekend was going great until you decided to message me.
Hey, come on, that's no way to talk to me. We're family now. You should be happy that your sister-in-law is messaging you. What if I wanted to go on a girl date or something?
If you invited me to something as stupid as that, I would be tempted to block you. Don't think I'm joking.
What the hell, Connie? That's being overly harsh, don't you think? Anyway, I know you're just putting up some little act. On the inside, I know you're a big softie. You're not good at hiding it.
Oh, brother. And you don't see why I find you annoying? Anyway, what do you want from me in the first place? You're interrupting a very pleasant evening.
Sorry to disturb you, grumpy Connie. There's something important I need to message you about. It's got nothing to do with something like a girl date, so don't worry. A special day is coming up for your parents. Do you know what day that is?
I don't know. The day they finally leave me alone and let me be an adult?
Not that, I'm afraid. The anniversary is coming up. How could you not know that when you're their daughter?
Hey, I'm a very busy lady. You know what type of work I'm in? I don't have time to think about things like my parents' anniversary, especially my parents' anniversary.
What do you mean by especially?
It's something so low in significance that it's not even worth putting into my calendar.
Come on, Connie. They're celebrating 30 years of marriage. That's incredible. I don't know what's in your calendar, but I'm not sure many things can top that.
The day the rubbish gets taken out tops that, to be honest. I don't get the big deal about marriage anyway, especially with anniversaries. What's so special about them anyway?
Interesting. I never thought the day would come when someone would ask me a question like that. It's obvious, isn't it? That's 30 years of love and support. For two people to remain interested in each other for that long is impressive.
Doesn't sound so impressive to me. The amount of money my husband and I make is a lot more impressive than that. We've been married together for a while as well. You don't see us bragging about it.
I don't think your parents are particularly bragging about it either, Connie. Jeez, what is up with you anyway? So much negativity over something so positive.
Just like you, messaging me right now. That marriage is something that I don't want plaguing my mind right now.
I didn't know you felt so strongly about it. Good to know, I guess. So the thing I wanted to talk to you about was actually doing something for them for their anniversary. Your brother and I are thinking of surprising them with a trip overseas. We're going to send them to France.
No way! You're going to send them to France? Oh, that place is wasted on those two. They're already old as old can be. They don't need that excitement. If you really care about giving them something good for their anniversary, find a good nursing home for them. You'd save them trouble and they would be better off for it.
That's a horrible idea. Connie, why wouldn't France be a good selection for them? It's the city of love, isn't it? They're celebrating love, so it's quite fitting, actually.
You know what, Sarah, do whatever you want. It's your money at the end of the day. I don't know why I'm fretting so much about it. It's got nothing to do with me.
Well, actually, that's exactly why I'm messaging you. I don't see why this should just be me contributing to their travels. I think you should chip in as well.
Me? Why me?
Weren't you just bragging to me about how much money you make just a couple seconds ago? It wouldn't even be a minor inconvenience for you, so what issue do you have with contributing to their holiday?
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. Just because we make money doesn't mean we just spend it on whatever. We're very careful with how we use it.
You don't seem that careful. I remember seeing you walking around with 5 designer bags the other day. What's up with that? Surely you don't need that many. All in one day, too?
What does that mean to prove? Each of those bags were carefully selected. I didn't do any impulse buying when I saw them. I made consistent, calculated decisions for my day, and I ended up with 5 bags.
Yeah, okay, Connie, whatever you say. Putting aside your taste in fashion, I think it's about time that you started contributing to the family. Do you remember when your father was put in hospital?
No.
Yeah, that answer doesn't surprise me, to be honest. He was in that bed writhing with pain. They didn't let him out of that hospital bed for at least 2 months. Everyone was sure he was going to pass away.
I wonder what got in the way.
Seeing as no one thought he had much time left, we decided to have a little party in his hospital room. Everyone put money toward that party, including gifts and food.
Okay, how much do you want to talk my ear off? I already know about this party. I was there.
Fair enough, you were there. I don't recall seeing you any other time before that, though. Whenever there's food at some party, you're always conveniently there. I had a feeling you would show up at that day. But that is beside the point. There's a reason I'm bringing out the story. Number one, I didn't see you any time before that party. You didn't make one move to support your father. He could have died and you did nothing to help him. Number two, you didn't contribute a penny to that party, and nevertheless, you were still there. So, it's about time you paid back for that party by contributing to this international flight, don't you think?
Sarah, I've just had about enough of you now. You can try and guilt trip me all you want, but I know you're just jealous because I'm rich. I am going now. Don't bother me with this stupid request of yours.
I'm not even asking for much here. Oh, what a selfish woman. Hey, I need to talk to you about something serious. Can we chat?
You really are a nuisance, aren't you? How much are you going to bother me?
Well, I saw your son walking around late at night near in the neighborhood. It's really concerning, especially for an elementary school kid. Don't you think you should be worried about him?
Oh, please. He's just exploring and having fun. It's not a big deal. Kids need some independence. Plus, he has a dog with him, doesn't he? That thing will protect him from anything.
I understand that, but he's only in elementary school. It's not safe for him to be out alone at night. You know the types of creeps in this area? Someone might try and kidnap him. Aren't you worried?
He's a smart kid and he knows his way around. Besides, he wasn't alone. You said so yourself. He has a dog with him.
Still, it doesn't change the fact that he shouldn't be out so late. What if something happens to him? You're never gonna live down that moment. You'll regret it forever.
Look, I trust my son, and I trust his judgment. He's responsible, and he knows how to handle himself. Unlike the other type of wimps walking around these days, this kid is going to be a real man someday.
I understand that you trust him, but as adults, it's our responsibility to ensure their safety. Accidents can happen, and the world can be unpredictable.
Are you saying I'm a bad mother? I know my son better than anyone, and I don't appreciate you questioning my parenting. If you feel so strongly about it, why don't you just go walk with him yourself? The kid needs his exercise, and I'm not going to take that away from him.
No, I'm not saying you're a bad mother at all. I just think you need to find a balance between independence and keeping him safe. It's about protecting him from potential harm. You know what? If that's the way it has to be, fine. I'll do it. He's still my family, and I care about him. I can't bear for something to happen to him. You just sit there and enjoy your precious weekend.
You're being overprotective. Kids need to learn by experiencing things for themselves. You can't coddle them forever. You would know this if you had any children of your own.
You don't need to have children to know it's important to keep them safe. Honestly, I thought you would know better. Now, I have to be the one that actually takes care of your kid?
Fine, if it makes you shut up about it. But at some point, you have to give him some freedom to explore on his own.
Until I feel like he's capable and older, I'm not going to leave him alone. Trust me, I won't be doing this forever. I expect you to do it at some point.
Yeah, get off your high horse. Enough about me all the time. Let's talk about you.
What do you mean, talk about me?
The other day, you were spouting nonsense about Mom and Dad traveling to France or something. I think they should travel within America instead. There are so many beautiful places to explore here. Why do you think they should go overseas?
Well, they deserve a grand celebration, something out of the ordinary. Going overseas would be a unique experience for them. Plus, they've always dreamt of visiting Europe. They've traveled all around America. I'm not sure there's much more they can experience here.
Yeah, but think about the logistics. Going overseas would require a lot of planning, visa applications, and adapting to a different culture. It'll be too overwhelming for them, especially at their age. It's either travel around America or put them into a nursing home. Those are your two choices.
Come on, you're being unreasonable, Connie. They're still young at heart. They're capable of handling that stuff. They'll also get the added thrill of experiencing a new culture. It would be worth it. Stop acting like we need to put them in a home. They aren't that senile.
You clearly don't care about them if you don't worry about their safety. What if something goes wrong? Health issues or emergencies can arise, and being in a foreign country will complicate things. If they travel within the U.S., at least they're in their own territory.
I understand your worries, but they can always get travel insurance for emergencies. And let's not forget the memories they'll create by immersing themselves in a different country's customs and traditions. That's an experience they'll cherish forever.
You can't beat good old America. We got it all, the Grand Canyon to the vibrant streets of New Orleans. There's no shortage of amazing destinations right here. Plus, it's more convenient and safer.
America has got incredible places. I won't deny that. I'm a patriot too, but they've already explored a lot of the country. Going overseas would offer them a fresh perspective and broaden their horizons. It's a chance for them to step out of their comfort zone and try something new.
Fine. Have you thought about the finances on this one? Traveling overseas can be expensive, especially considering the cost of the flights, accommodation, currency exchange. Are you ready to spend the money for that? I already told you I'm not chipping a cent in.
Thanks. Good to know I have your support. Well, I guess I can't rely on you, so I'm going to go now. Hey, you! Just what the hell do you think you're doing?
Huh? What are you on about?
I know what you've done. I knew you were low, but I didn't know you were this low, Connie. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ashamed of myself? For what? What are you even talking about? I'm really busy at the moment. I don't have time for your little tantrums. Get to the point already.
Can I ask about your son? Where is he at the moment?
You're on about him again? You love him so much, you may as well adopt him. He's at home, for your information. Can you leave me in peace now?
Hold on a moment. You aren't getting off the hook that easily. Is he safe?
Of course he's safe. He's a man. Why wouldn't he be? If that's all you want to pester me about.
Connie, stop playing dumb. Why have you left him all alone?
He is not alone. I told you, didn't I? He's at home.
You're still trying to hide it? Let me just explain how I know you're lying. Today, as I was going to the supermarket, I passed your house on the way home. I saw a new game out for the PS5 and was thinking about getting it for your son. So I bought the game and I decided to head straight to your house. When I got there, I saw something that made me sick.
Hey, if you're going to start on me about the lawn, I've already told my husband to get someone to clean it. Don't blame me for that monstrosity. I've done all I can to get it clean.
No, you idiot. I'm not talking about your lawn. Your son was sitting all on his own on the front porch. He was grasping onto that dog for dear life. I have never seen him so scared before.
What a little wimp. I swear it doesn't matter how much I give him independence. He just never grows up into a real man.
Connie! He is still a kid, for Pete's sake. Give him a break already. You're expecting too much of him.
I don't raise little losers. This is a house of champions, and he should be one of them. So did you talk to the little wimp?
That's the last time you call him that. A mom shouldn't be making fun of her own child. She should be trying to raise him and boost his confidence. I did talk to him for your information. I found out everything that you've been doing. You should be a lot more in panic than you are right now.
Actually, no. If you knew where I am at the moment, being in a panic is the last thing I want to do.
You think I'm stupid? I know exactly where you are, Connie.
If that's the case, then you should know to stop bothering me.
How dare you say that? Do you know it's within my power to contact Child Protective Services about your son and get him taken away from you?
Don't you dare do that. You never mess with a mother in her family. That's the only time you're going to get a warning. If you knew what's good for you, you would let me get back to my holiday.
Fat chance of that happening. If you're going on a family holiday, why don't you take your own son with you? He's on that porch crying for his mother.
Oh, brother. So you're telling me he's crying now? How many times does he need to be told to be a man before he actually becomes one? I have no idea what to do with this boy. Maybe it's better if he does go into Child Protective Services anyway. My hands are tied. I don't know what else I can do as a mother.
I can think of at least 10 things off the top of my head that you should be doing as a mother. So why didn't you take him with you?
Don't treat me like the villain here. You have no idea what it's like to be a mother. I need a break from the kid every now and then, especially with all his clinginess. I told him this is a good opportunity for him to be a man. He thinks I'm going away for work, but actually, I'm out with my friend in Hawaii. We're having a great time.
You what? Your son is crying on the porch and you're over there getting his suntan? You know what, Connie? I've had enough. Your son is coming home with me. He's gonna get a bath and proper food tonight. We'll talk more when you get back.
Hey, what? Don't interfere with another mother's family. You have no right. That woman really ticks me off. Ugh. Oh well, I guess I'll go back to drinking my coconut milk. Hey, you! Don't think I forgot about yesterday. When I come home, I better see my kid on that porch. I don't want to have to come storming to your house looking for him.
Hey, Connie, not to worry. We managed to sort everything out, even if it wasn't with your help. Your son is in prime condition, and I returned him home safely.
So, you came to your senses, did you? Smart girl. You must have realized you don't want to invoke my wrath.
Is that what you think? I know I don't seem it, but you don't scare me in the slightest, Connie. I'm more disgusted than I am scared of you.
Just fess up already. I know secretly you're just jealous of the amount of wealth and luxury I get to experience.
Well, I wouldn't be relishing in that luxury and wealth much longer. It's going to be short-lived from this point on.
I see through your bluff. You don't impress me. Well, if my son is safe and home, then I guess I have no reason to be messaging you right now. Bye.
Your husband was the one that took him home yesterday?
As if I would believe that. You clearly don't know our circumstances. He's in Dubai at the moment, striking up a big business deal. He doesn't have time to come home and babysit his kid. You would know that if you were involved in his family. Let that serve as evidence that you don't truly know us.
Well, you're not wrong there. Originally, I didn't know that he was out of the country at the moment. I tried calling his phone multiple times, and I couldn't get through.
Who knows? Maybe if he was here, he would just ignore you. I'm sure he finds you as annoying as I do.
Well, you're gonna find me a lot more annoying now. Don't think I stopped there. The way you've been treating your son lately has been really getting on my nerves. No matter what I took, I needed to get into contact with him. In order to do so, I contacted your mother.
Don't tell me that woman spilled the beans. I am supposed to be her daughter. She's meant to be on my side. I can't believe that she would side with a hog like you.
Oh, settle down, Connie. You're in the wrong and you know it. So, I was in the dark before about your family circumstance, but now I know everything. Not only have you lied to your son, but you also lied to your husband, didn't you?
A couple of white lies here and there, nothing too major.
Oh, you're seriously trying to downplay it. Connie, your husband has been worried about your son this whole time. I don't need to tell you that he's been sending you messages asking for updates on him. He thought you were probably taking care of him. He had no idea that he was on his own. So that's why he canceled his trip to Dubai. He had no choice but to come back and look after his son because you didn't.
He actually came back? Oh, I wanted him to stay there a little bit longer. I wish I could have the house to myself for once.
I'd say there's a slim chance of that happening from this point on. There's probably a chance that you're never even gonna step into that house again.
What the? Why would you say something like that?
I'm sorry to break this bad news to you, Connie, but your husband isn't thinking of continuing his relationship with you much longer. He's thinking about getting a divorce with you. That's how much he's disgusted by your behavior.
Well, that's taking it too far, don't you think? This is only a minor issue. You can't get a divorce over something like this.
Maybe to you it's quite minor, but to your husband it's very important. His son is his legacy, and you put him in danger. To be honest, with all the things I know about you now, I don't know why he didn't divorce you earlier. Surely you can't be married to someone this despicable for that long and not realize.
Who are you to be butting into our marriage this much? You have no idea what goes on between us. I'm actually a great wife, for your information. I always make sure to look my best at parties. I'm the girl that shines the most out of all of them. He gets the privilege of wrapping his arm around me in front of everyone. That's a wife that not everyone can be.
Are you kidding me right now? You're saying that your only good qualities for being a wife is your looks? You're worse than I thought. People want more than just a pretty face, especially in a marriage. Two people are meant to love and support each other. They're meant to be emotionally supportive. Not only that, but when children are involved, they have to do whatever they can to help raise that child. Putting them in danger is the last thing a parent should do. You've broken a very serious rule, and I'm not surprised that he wants to get a divorce with you.
That selfish man. He doesn't know what's good for him. Here I was thinking that he was quite wise because all the money he knows how to make. He mustn't be that wise if he's going to throw this away. He can enjoy the rest of his life miserable on his own. My son and I are going to find a new daddy anyways.
I wouldn't be so sure of that if I was you. When I was talking to him, he said he was thinking about taking his son. He doesn't want him in your clutches any longer. Considering the amount of money he has, well, I'm sure he'd be able to do it too. He has a strong case against you.
What the hell is going on? Everyone is choosing war against me? Well, if it's war you want, it's war you will get. I am not backing down without a fight.
Connie quickly got her bags packed and headed straight to the airport. She didn't want to waste another second enjoying herself in Hawaii. With all her bluffing and tough exterior, it seems that she really loved her husband and didn't want to separate with him. In order to win his favor back, she had prepared a bunch of different souvenirs that she had bought in Hawaii for him. Unfortunately for her, none of them had any effect on him. He isn't interested in monetary things, especially in his wife. As the man of the house, he declared that she never come back there again. There was no compromise. He had set his mind on getting a divorce from her. Connie was given one last chance to walk through the home and get her things prepared. As she touched the items around the house, knowing that she never would see them again, her husband barked at her. He told her that she shouldn't touch another person's belongings. At this point, she knew how serious her husband was about never seeing her again. The terms of their divorce were a little bit messy and complicated, but in the end, she did not end up getting her son. The husband took her son into his custody. From that point on, that little boy grew up quite happy and healthy. Every day you can spot him in the neighborhood, walking his beloved dog. You can tell they're going to be friends for life. From time to time, you can see his father walking with him. It's a beautiful thing to see a father bonding with his son. Not only that, but protecting him from harm and making sure no strangers are talking to him. As for Connie, with nowhere else to go, she tried to go back to her parents' house. Because of her long history of disdaining them, they had no sympathy or love for her. She was quickly turned away the moment they saw her. She was not even given an opportunity to explain herself and what had happened. I guess that's what happens when you decide to turn your back on family, thinking you're above them. After that, she turned to my husband and I. Unfortunately for her, if I dislike her, my husband despised her. He was ashamed to call her his little sister. She came with a request of money, saying that she had nowhere to go and no way to support herself. Even a little bit would be enough. At that point, my husband reached into his pocket, scrounged around for some time, and pulled out some change for her. She was given a whole $1.50. My husband declared that she'd take his money and never come back again. She must have taken my husband's words to heart because that's exactly what she did. I will never forget the day she was skulking away from the house alone and defeated with her tail between her legs.
And what time do you call this?
Oh my goodness, you scared me to death. Are you shooting the jump scare scene in a horror movie or something? How long were you waiting behind the door like that?
Long enough to know that you're back suspiciously late. And don't joke around with me. In this situation, I'm hardly in the mood for humor.
Were you really concerned about me coming back late? Or have you decided that you can't stand the sight of me anymore and you want to scare me to an early death so that you can remarry someone you actually like? Is that why you were lurking in the dark like that? Like a cursed creature of the night?
Does this woman think that she can say whatever she wants? I would watch my mouth if I were you. You must feel guilty about something to be so startled anyway. You wouldn't have reacted like that if you didn't have something to feel guilty about now, would you? Somebody with nothing to hide wouldn't be so freaked out at the sight of their own husband in their own home.
What kind of nonsense are you spouting now?
I think you know that you shouldn't be acting like this to your husband, especially to your husband who is a whole 12 years older than you.
Wait a second, I need to check my phone.
Are you deliberately trying to provoke me right now? Are you looking at messages from your secret lover right in front of my face?
You asked me, what time do you call this? So I'm checking the time.
So were you really out with your coworkers until now? What time is it then?
It's a little past 10 p.m. Don't you know how to tell the time? Look, here it says nice and clearly that it's just past 10 p.m. That's what time I call this. It's hardly the early hours of the morning.
Are you expecting me to congratulate you for coming home almost at exactly 10 p.m.? I know you're only 24 and you want to enjoy your youth, but you also have to take into account the fact that you're a mother and a wife now. You have responsibilities, and you're not being responsible right now.
By the way, we went to a Mexican restaurant today and I found that they used a really unique seasoning in the chili sauce. I'd like to try and recreate it, but I have no idea where to start. I guess I'll have to go to the Mexican supermarket and buy all the sauces and seasonings they have and keep trying until I find the right combination.
Will you just be quiet for a second? Does it look like I'm interested in hearing about whatever it was in that chili sauce right now? Now is not the time for one of your ridiculous tangents. What I'm interested in is the fact that you were out with the 4 musketeers, Mr. Good-Looking, Mr. Nice Style, Mr. Tall, and Mr. Muscles drinking until this hour.
Well, how am I supposed to avoid them? We're a small team at the gym. There are those 4 male trainers, and then there's me and 1 other female trainer. And you really have to list them all out like that? It's a little weird and it makes me uncomfortable. They do have names, you know. Will you please stop with the weird nicknames already? Honestly, you pay a weird amount of attention to their characteristics. Anyone would think that you are attracted to them. And of course I was with them. They are my co-workers. Who else would I have been with if I was going to a work dinner and drinks?
So you did drink with them?
Yeah, I had around 3 bottles of beer.
That's a little excessive for a married woman, don't you think?
What did you just say?
Why do you need to drink alcohol when you go out with your coworkers? You can just have a meal and have that be the end of it, surely.
I really don't appreciate the way you're talking to me right now. I really don't know why I have to constantly put up with you behaving like this. Listen to me, okay? We have a physically demanding job as personal trainers. Eating a decent amount of food at the end of the day with your coworkers is a good way to keep yourself going in our field. Surely you should know that better than anyone. And maintaining a sense of camaraderie between personal trainers is also crucial, so it's necessary to have a drink together every now and again. Why do I need to be justifying myself to you?
Is that really a good reason for just 2 women to be out drinking with 4 men until this hour? It really isn't necessary. You're my wife and the mother of our child. You can't be using the fact that you're only 24 as an excuse when you've made the conscious decision to commit to this life.
There really is no getting through to you, is there? You also work as a personal trainer. You also go out to drink with the other trainers at your gym regularly. Why am I not allowed to do the same things you do?
Well, in my case, it's necessary.
Well, in my case, it's necessary too. Just because you work at a big, fancy chain gym and I work at a small, independent gym, that doesn't mean that your work drinks are more important than my work drinks. Or are you openly admitting that you have double standards for men and women here? Can you not just at least try to be a little more understanding? It's not even like I had a lot to drink and came home drunk, is it? I had 3 beers, not 10 shots of vodka.
Well, this is the last time you're ever going to be coming home this late, okay? If you ever try anything like this again, I'm not going to go so easy on you next time.
Oh, really? What are you gonna do exactly?
You'll only find out if you decide to pull something like this again.
Are you really threatening me right now? Me, The mother of your child? It's only 10 p.m. You need to stop overreacting. We started eating at 7, so actually I think I did pretty well coming home at 10 and not midnight or later. And it's not like I do this all the time or anything. We have these work dinners every other month at most. You should see how often some other women go out drinking without their husbands. Or how some of my friends my age who aren't married yet behave.
So, you're expecting me to be grateful even though you're a bad wife? You're not the worst wife out there, and I should be happy that I'm not with a complete alcoholic floozy?
I really don't see why I need to give in to you here. I haven't done anything wrong, and I'm not going to stop drinking with coworkers just because you told me not to.
If your husband is this upset about something, you should just agree not to do it again and then be done with it. Ask any guy on the street and they will all agree that there's nothing good about a woman who leaves her child at home to go out drinking until all hours.
Surely you should know that better than anyone.
So, you're just going to keep going out drinking then?
If the occasion arises, I will. I'm not going to miss out on work drinks just because of your insane, unreasonable jealousy.
Normal women stop doing things that their husbands don't like them doing.
And where did you hear that? Who said that? Tell me what woman would be totally fine with her husband blowing up on her for having 3 drinks with her coworkers and coming home at 10 p.m. Tell me what woman would just docilely say, okay, I understand, I won't do it again. Tell me where I can find that kind of woman in this day and age, because I for sure don't know any woman who would stand for your behavior.
You're so ridiculously stubborn. It makes me sick and tired living with you.
Oh, so you don't want to live with me anymore? What should we do then?
Maybe we should just get divorced then.
Divorce? Doesn't sound like too much of a bad idea. Let's do it.
See? See how easy you agreed to a divorce? It's actually quite scary how prepared you are to talk about divorcing me like that. Be honest, you're acting like this because you want to get a divorce, aren't you? Are you seeing some other guy on the side? You are, aren't you?
Wow. Now I know what it's really like. If I have any friends planning to marry older men, I'll try my level best to stop them from throwing their lives away. And may I remind you that you're the one who brought up divorce in the first place, and I was just agreeing with you. Isn't that what you wanted? A wife who agrees with you on everything? If you keep this up, people might suspect you have pathological jealousy. Do you even know what that is? It's a terrifying condition. No matter how much it's possible to put up with other things, this kind of pathological jealousy is definitely cause for a breakup. That's pathological jealousy for you. This is madness.
Well, we can end this whole conversation right now if you'll just admit that it was wrong of you to stay out that late drinking with other men and that you owe me an apology.
Your logic is incredibly twisted. I have not done anything wrong, and I certainly don't have anything to apologize for. What do you want me to do? Get down on my knees and beg you for forgiveness?
Yeah, that is what I want, actually. You came home far later than is acceptable.
I am sick and tired of you saying the same things over and over and for me having to give you the same replies over and over. Are you not going to get up? Hurry up and get out of bed.
Ugh, I really don't want to go.
Aren't you supposed to be leading your team to climb some ridiculously difficult mountain course in the countryside today? If they're counting on you, you have to get up.
It's because I overexerted myself last night that my body isn't responding properly.
Well, no wonder. You're the one who insisted on going at it twice. You need to take your age into consideration more, you know?
Hey, I'm not even 40 yet, you know? I really don't appreciate you bringing up my age all the time, you know? I'll show you exactly how much energy I still have right now.
Forget it. You don't have time. Hurry up and get up already. Hurry up, eat quickly, take a fast shower, and get going already. I need to get some more sleep before Gracie wakes up. She'll start making a fuss as soon as she's awake, and I won't be able to sleep a wink.
Okay, get some more sleep. I'll have a shower and get out as quietly as I can. And Gracie only makes a fuss because she takes after her mother.
Excuse me? How can you say that? It's obviously you that she takes after in that respect. Please, can you not act like you did last night again? If you take this any further, it really will be officially considered pathological jealousy. It really is quite a scary thing, you know? So please don't behave like that again, okay?
Well, I was just feeling insecure because you came home late after going out drinking.
What on earth is wrong with you? Well then, if I'm not allowed to go and have drinks with my coworkers, then you aren't allowed either. Following your logic, if I'm not allowed to go for drinks with my coworkers because 4 of them are men, then you're not allowed to go for drinks with your coworkers either because 4 of them are women.
Even if a truck full of supermodels were to arrive in front of me, I wouldn't even glance their way because I have you by my side.
There really is something wrong with you then.
It's your fault. Nobody asked you to go around looking this adorable.
I know people shouldn't really go around talking about their own looks, but you do realize that the only person who has ever found me pretty in my entire life is you, right? Wow, he really is blinded by love, huh? Honey, darling, sweetheart, I am a 6-foot-tall, skinhead woman with muscles to rival a professional bodybuilder. I'm so jacked that people often mistake me for a man. And as for my face, well, let's not get started on my face. I may be 24, but I sure as hell don't look it.
Well, other people are just blind and can't see the beauty that's right in front of them. To me, you are the most exquisitely beautiful woman in the world.
Wow, he really is blinded by love, huh? Well, here's to hoping that he always sees me like this, I suppose. I guess I should feel lucky that I found a man who worships the ground I walk on like this.
I get really insecure sometimes, you know. I really hate the idea of other guys looking at you.
You really are driving me crazy here. What other guys are going to be ogling a body like mine?
Who is it?
Hi, Daphne. It's me, Daria.
Okay, come on in.
Where's Gracie?
She's sleeping in my mom's room.
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Reading again? Put your book down and chat with me for a while.
Oh, she's such a chatterbox. I wonder how long she'll go on for this time. Okay, fine, but just for 5 minutes, okay? I have so many books to read.
I really don't understand you at all, Daphne.
What don't you understand about me?
You're just so weird.
And what exactly about me is so weird?
It's weird that you read so many books. Are you studying to become a novelist or a poet or something? All you read is fiction, which is all lies anyway, so what's even the point? How can you sit there all day filling your head with that stuff? For me, just picking up a book causes me stress. And surely reading should just be a means to an end. If you're not reading a book that's going to teach you something practical, then what's the point in reading at all? I really cannot fathom how you can just sit there and read for fun.
Daria, in my case, it's the complete opposite. If I can't read my books, then I get stressed. They are my solace from the craziness of the real world.
I still don't understand you at all. You're like an alien species to me. Did you not go to work today, by the way?
Today is my day off.
You should do some exercise then. I don't think you've ever picked up a dumbbell in your life, have you? Look at those skinny little arms of yours. Skinny doesn't always mean healthy, you know. And I bet you get out of breath after climbing the stairs, don't you? Don't think I don't notice you always getting in the elevator, even though you only live on the 2nd floor.
I'll exercise when I'm a little older and I start worrying about my health a little more.
There's no time like the present. You should start now. Your health doesn't suddenly start becoming a concern when you get old. You should exercise whilst you're still able-bodied so that you can prevent health complications when you get older.
Yes, sure. You know best, Mrs. Personal Trainer.
You're not even listening to me, are you? It will be so fun for us to work out together. When I see two women working out together and strengthening their sisterly bond, it makes me want to do the same.
Maybe later on, when I'm a little older.
Well, if you're not going to exercise, you should at least get some sleep. Every single day you're sleep deprived, dragging yourself around like a zombie. You do all of these night shifts. You must be in a sleep deficit of a few years at this point. And my mom always says that you don't gain anything from reading books except wasted time.
Everyone has their hobbies. You have yours and I have mine. I would really appreciate it if you could respect the fact that our hobbies are different.
But working as a nurse is really hard, surely.
And because being a nurse is so hard, I need my books to help me deal with the stress I have to go through every day.
Daphne?
What is it?
I'm someone with lots of hopes and dreams, you know.
I see.
If I hadn't met your brother when I did, I would probably have gone on to beauty school to study makeup or hairdressing. I really wouldn't be living like this.
I see.
I know you think that I'm a joke, Daphne.
And why would I think that?
I know I just seem like a talkative idiot to you, but I notice things, you know. I got pregnant before marriage, and I never forgot the way you looked at me when I introduced myself to you for the first time with my belly already showing.
But still, because you registered your marriage officially before holding the ceremony, the fact that you got pregnant before having the wedding wasn't that much of a big deal.
Well, when my parents complained, saying he was too old for me, what else were we supposed to do? We registered the marriage first so they wouldn't oppose it. And as you say, it made Gracie coming into the world when she did a little less scandalous for them. They're quite conservative, you know.
That was a really good idea. It was just a bit of a shock for me when he came back from your hometown and brought you, his pregnant legal wife, with him, that's all. He's not very communicative with the family sometimes.
Daphne, I know that because I'm 10 years younger than you, you don't think of me as someone worth having discussions and conversations with.
Why would you even say that?
And then you have a really impressive job and you read lots of books. So you obviously know way more than I do. So I know that you think that talking to me isn't fun. And I know that you see me as a pathetic little girl.
Why are you being like this all of a sudden? Are you upset with me about something?
Even though I know that you think all of those things about me, coming to talk to you is still one of my favorite things to do. It doesn't matter what I talk to you about. Just being able to spend time talking to you really makes my day.
Is there something in particular you wanted to talk to me about today?
I wanted to tell you that I don't want to live with your brother anymore. This time I feel like I'm really done with him.
What's happened this time? Every once in a while they have a fight and dramatically announce that they're splitting up, and then the next day they're all smiles, stuck to each other like nothing happened.
Yesterday he left the house and still hasn't come home.
It's probably nothing. He's probably just gone to the beach to stare dramatically out at the sea or something.
I don't know if you realize, but he's pathologically jealous. He's suffering from Othello syndrome, I'm sure of it.
He's a little on the jealous side, I will give you that. But I wouldn't go as far as to say that it's pathological. He is a drama queen, so Shakespeare seems appropriate.
It definitely is pathological. Yesterday morning we had a delivery, and I was making small talk with the delivery guy in the hallway for a few minutes, and that was enough to make him see red. He ran over and grabbed me and then...
Oh my gosh, he didn't hit you, did he?
No, he didn't, but he was furious. I really wasn't doing anything bad, but he doesn't seem to be able to believe that. All I did was say a few words to the delivery guy, who, by the way, was at least in his 50s, but that was enough to send him flying off the handle. He would get upset if I went up to a male dog in the street and petted it, I swear.
I told you before and I'll tell you again. I know that you're a friendly person who's very open and chatty with everyone, regardless of gender,
but I can kind of understand why my brother doesn't like it if you're that open and chatty with other men as well. I can't help my personality, can I? When I was a kid, it got so bad that whenever we went to a crowded beach, my dad would tie one end of a rope to his leg and the other end to my swimsuit. He said it was because I liked people so much that I'd follow anyone, and he was afraid I'd get lost. Even so, if it bothers my brother this much, I feel like you should maybe make an effort to rein it in a little. I know you, and I can see how the way you talk to people could be perceived as flirty, and other men might be thinking that they're getting the green light from you. Oh, that's not really the response I was expecting from you. I'm sorry, Daria, but let's just stop talking about this now, okay? I need to finish reading this book. Are you telling me to stop talking and get out? Why don't you go and help my mom in the kitchen? She's making you those noodles you like because you kept saying you really wanted some. Why don't you come and help too? I'm gluten intolerant, remember? So I can't have these noodles. I'm not going to help out with something that I can't eat. I don't really want to help out either, to be honest. I'll sit in here and read with you. If you want to read, take a book and go and do it in the lounge instead. I know you, and you can't last more than 5 minutes with a book before falling asleep. My mom is making those noodles from scratch because you said you wanted to eat them, so you'd better go out and give her a hand. And so we canceled that old guy's membership during the week. It seems like he had a big fight with his wife. He really does know exactly how to push all of her buttons. Ever since he started working out, he's been strutting around the neighborhood half naked. What woman would like to see their husband doing that? Is Gracie not back asleep yet, Daria? She fell asleep again just a few minutes ago. She's completely out cold now. In that case, make sure to put her back in my room and then come into the kitchen and help me out. I need help with kneading the dough. Don't you feel bad that your sister-in-law is helping out with making it for you, even though she can't eat it herself?
Mom, why are you dragging me into this?
Well, other mothers of small babies will carry their babies with them and come and help out their mother-in-laws in the kitchen. But instead, you just stand around idly talking about vacuous stuff that nobody cares about. I only wasn't helping out with the cooking because I couldn't get Gracie to go down to sleep. It's not because I didn't want to help out or anything like that. You're not fooling anyone. You don't want to help out. All you want to do is stand around chatting about nonsense. I'm telling you, it was only because Gracie wasn't going to sleep. Why don't you believe me? Well, I've never seen you without an excuse ready. And they always say that the most guilty parties are the ones who are armed with excuses. There's no need to be like that, Rosalind. Oh, and by the way, what is it now? You know the lady who lives directly above us? The one who's married to the man with the heavy southern accent. Yes, that's the one. At the weekends, you never see even a glimpse of the man, and his car is never there. But on weekdays, he's always around without fail. I can always hear them having a big fight every Monday. I told you this before, didn't I? Yes, you've told me around 1,000,000 times already. But why are you bringing up that couple again all of a sudden? They also have a really big age gap. Well, you also have a pretty big age gap with my son. Why do you need to talk about that now? Anyway, so it turns out that the lady who lives upstairs is actually his mistress. He works away from home during the week in the New York office, and then goes back down south at the weekends to be with his wife and family. But the crazy thing is that he's pathologically jealous of his mistress, even though he's the one cheating with her. The reason that they have fights every Monday is because he backs her into a corner and demands that she let him know what she did over the weekend. Daria! Yes, Rosalind? Where is your husband right now? I have no idea. I can't get hold of him. So, let me get this straight. Your husband got upset about you talking to another man and left the house in a rage. And you're sat here acting like it's nothing, chatting with your mother-in-law about how the lady upstairs is actually her partner's mistress and that he is obsessively jealous of her. Do you not think that's a little pathetic? Are you not worried about your husband at all? If I worried about it too much, I would end up going crazy like him. It's not like he's never done this before. He gets mad and leaves the house in a rage maybe once or twice a month, so it's nothing new. And so you're fine with just acting like it's nothing, are you? I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I'm confident in myself, so I don't see why I need to make a big fuss. Just listen to you. There really is no getting through to you, is there? Go and set the table. Dinner is ready. Yes, ma'am. What am I saying? I should bite my tongue for speaking such nonsense. It's my own mouth that's causing me pain. Oh dear.
You're basically asking me to die along with the new girl if we just let her use stuff by herself. Why are you doing this? Are you doing this on purpose? Do you want me to collapse or something?
Oh no, I didn't mean to make you feel like this. I would never do something like this on purpose.
When the new girl was working alone, there was no one watching over her to see if she was doing it right, correct?
Well, it's just that.
Forget it. I don't need your excuses. If you really thought it was okay for her to work by herself unsupervised only after showing her once or twice, then you were obviously dangerously irresponsible. But then other people are probably going to think that it was me who was okay with her working unsupervised because I'm the one in charge here.
I really don't think that anyone would end up thinking that.
I don't know how many times I'm going to have to keep telling you that there is a clear difference between showing the new trainees how to do things and leaving them to do things on their own. Get your phone recorder ready because this is the last time I'm going to tell you.
Okay, yes, understood.
Remember that the lives of our patients are in our hands. This cannot be taken lightly. It really is ridiculous that I need to tell you these kinds of things.
Oh, how exhausting.
The doctor has said that due to the high number of outpatients, they won't be able to issue prescriptions tomorrow. I'm therefore supposed to start issuing tomorrow's prescriptions now, but I'm not able to.
Ah, really?
This is not how we do things here at this hospital. And explaining what's going to happen to patients going in for examinations of surgery should be the doctor's job. Why should I have to do it?
Now, look here. In this situation, I'm the one who needs to go in and perform the surgery. So I think the nurses should be a little bit more understanding about helping to make my job a little easier.
I don't know how things were done at the hospital you used to work at, but here in this department at our hospital, things are done differently. It doesn't sit well with me if I'm the one who has to have important conversations with the patients when I'm not going to be the one carrying out the procedures.
It's really not that much of a big deal, though. I should hope you're not usually this inconsiderate.
What did you just say to me?
We should all be going out of our way to help each other now, shouldn't we?
I don't see how there's a problem with the nurse just wanting to do a nurse's job.
I'm just saying that we should help each other out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go into surgery now.
Now you listen here. I started work in the early evening, and I've not even had time for a bathroom break or even time to drink a sip of water. I have been on my feet for 8 hours straight, and I have not stopped working in all of that time.
If you hate your work this much, then why don't you just quit?
No, I love this work, and this is what I want to do. Why should I have to leave? Just because I didn't provide assistance for you?
You're so frustrating.
I find you even more frustrating.
It looks like I lost you there, then.
Hi, Daphne. What are you doing?
Is that even a question at this point?
Reading again, huh? Is it all right if I come in?
All right, but just for 5 minutes, okay?
How is your book? Is it interesting?
No, this one isn't very interesting, to be honest. It's a personal account, so it's a little different even for me to get my head around.
I would definitely be bored by it then.
I'm really proud of you these days, you know, Doria?
What for?
I can see that you've changed a lot for the better after following my example and deciding to take up reading. Have you noticed?
Well, my friends have said some similar things to me. They said that I've become more elegant and have started to speak sense. Maybe the books have had something to do with it, but I could also just be getting wiser with age.
Still, it's good to read widely. Reading can really help shape your character.
And it's also good to exercise regularly. Exercise is also good for you, you know. You're getting close to 40 now. If you still want a chance of having a baby, you're going to need to make sure you're in good shape. But you never listen to me when it comes to things like this, do you? Anyway, why don't you just put your book down and talk to me for a second? I'm not going to go off on a tangent or anything, so just listen to me, okay?
Why? What is it?
I know that you think I'm a scatterbrained chatterbox and that you think I'm a joke.
You really do like saying things like that, don't you? What's gotten into you?
But you must accept that when it comes to men and marriage, I know more than you do on the subject.
Yes, of course.
I heard from your brother that you never even had a boyfriend until now.
There really are no secrets between a married couple, huh? But why are you bringing that up?
Did you think I didn't know?
No, what?
You know that your brother and I legally registered our marriage before having the actual ceremony, right? That was my idea, you know? My mom and dad were against the whole thing because of your brother's age.
Yes, I know that.
But the fact that your doctor boyfriend is suggesting that you guys also register the marriage before holding the ceremony doesn't sit quite right with me.
But why, though?
Have I told you about the lady who lives above me who runs a clothing store in the next neighborhood?
Yes, more than 10 times.
Well, recently I saw her fighting with her boyfriend's wife. Obviously, I don't think the wife was in the wrong for picking a fight with her. Obviously, that's what she would do in her situation.
And why exactly are you bringing this up? What does this have to do with my relationship? This all just sounds completely random to me.
All right, what exactly was it that I meant to say? Oh, right, I remember now. It's just that it's a little scary.
What is?
Why is he in such a hurry to register the marriage? Nobody on our side of the family has opposed the marriage on this side, so it must be a problem on his side. I think you shouldn't go ahead with this marriage.
Why? Do you think someone from his family is opposing the marriage?
Well, that's part of the problem, yes.
Well, I suppose it's only natural that someone might be against it. He's from a family of doctors, and he's a fellow at the university hospital. I'm just a nurse, so I wouldn't be surprised if his family didn't think I was good enough for him.
And you're still happy with him, even if that's the case?
Well,
I feel like you're bluffing here, showing me fake confidence when you actually feel pretty insecure about this point. I'm well aware that even people who read lots of books can bluff like this sometimes.
it's really not like that.
You pretend to not care about worldly matters outside your books, but I know that you do. Bookish people care so much about money. One of our members, who's apparently a poet that debuted in some official literary circle, has been fighting with all the employees for the right to have a $10 discount on the membership fee. And don't even get me started on the kind of people who come to your brother's gym. You get all sorts, and it's quite a sight to see.
Daria, will you please just tell me exactly what it is you want to say to me?
Well, honestly, the whole registering the marriage first thing isn't the whole problem. Of course it's bothering me, but it's not the only thing. There are some nurses who come to our gym as well, and because you're a nurse, I go out of my way to be particularly nice to the other nurses. They all seem to get on with each other so well.
I see.
I think it's not a bad idea for nurses to marry other nurses.
Well, it is true that a lot of nurses do marry other nurses.
Even though a couple consisting of two nurses wouldn't be able to earn a crazy amount of money, they'll always be able to find work, and they'd probably be able to afford a decent apartment together after a few years of saving.
So, essentially what you're saying is that I should only consider getting married to another nurse?
Well, that's just a general observation on my part. But Daphne, surely you must know that on a personal level, there are a few problems with that doctor fiancé of yours. But because of his background as an assistant professor at the university hospital, you let it slide, don't you?
I don't quite know what you mean there.
Don't try and deny it. You know that he displays toxic tendencies. Your brother told me that the two of you were out together and he kept asking you if he was really your brother.
Well, I don't know.
And that's not all though, is it? Thankfully, your brother hasn't gone that far with his jealousy with me, but if he crosses the line again, I won't hesitate to file for divorce.
Divorce?
Yes, constantly being suspected of doing something you shouldn't be doing by your husband without any good reason really is hell for women to live through, you know? If he crosses the line again on this issue, I really am planning to divorce him and not look back. Obviously, I still love him, but there are some things that you can only put up with to a certain extent.
Sorry, Daria, would you mind stepping outside for a second?
Is it your fiancé?
Yes, it is.
Just answer it with me here with you.
Daria, please.
Why can't you just pick it up with me here? You're not going to be talking dirty or anything like that, are you?
Okay, fine. Hi, honey.
What are you doing right now? You're at home, right?
Yes, I am. I told you a little while ago that I was at home, didn't I?
Then why are you whispering like that?
It's just that I'm in my room chatting with my sister-in-law right now. Can't you just call me back a little later?
I still don't understand why you need to be so quiet.
I just feel like I should be.
Can you send me a photo to prove that you really are just in your room with your sister-in-law?
No, of course I won't do that. It would feel disrespectful to my sister-in-law. Look, I'll just call you back later, okay? Talk again soon.
Daphne, I heard everything.
I figured you would have.
When I had to go to your hospital because of my appendix issues that time, I was really surprised, you know?
Why were you surprised?
I was surprised by the different version of you I saw when you were in working mode. You're as quiet as a mouse at home, so I thought you would be the same at work.
Everyone is different at work to how they are at home, aren't they? Your house is your personal sphere and you can just relax and be yourself. But at work, you're a functioning member of society and you have a responsibility to shoulder. I have no choice but to push through like a stubborn mule.
So, do you also act the way you do at home when you're with your fiancé? You do realize the whole phone call was really weird, right? Suspecting you over nothing really is a terrible red flag, you know? And I know from experience that it's definitely not your fault. It's all his. But he's trying to make you into the bad person here. He's the one with the problem for not having trust in you. He has absolutely no reason to be suspecting you of anything. So this whole thing is incredibly unfair.
Let me tell you something, Doria. I'm confident about marrying this person because I believe it's important to give them my trust.
Do you think that I didn't give your brother my trust when I decided to marry him?
But then, sometimes you do things that make him not trust you. Like that one time last month when you told him you were at work, but you were actually at a cafe with your friends. He freaked out then when he found out that you lied.
Well, that kind of white lie can't really do any harm.
Even so, I feel like it's important to make sure to never tell any kind of lie to your spouse. And you know that my brother is very sensitive about those kinds of things, so it's better to err on the side of caution when it comes to him. Isn't it important to make sure that he has good reason to have trust in you?
But I didn't do anything that was worthy of his suspicion.
Even if you were just chatting with your female friends, that doesn't change the fact that you lied to him. Even a tiny, seemingly insignificant lie like that can sow the seeds of distrust in a relationship. If someone you trust tells even a tiny lie, then even the most mentally sound of people is going to feel a little insecure upon finding out about it. But in the case of my brother, who is a naturally more jealous person than most, it's even more important to not even tell the tiniest of lies. In this situation, you're the one in the wrong for telling a lie in the first place.
Well, I think that when you're in a loving relationship with someone, it's best to be completely truthful with each other at all times and not tell any kinds of lies to each other. So you're saying that you're planning to go ahead with this marriage because you have complete confidence that you will be able to live like that?
Yes, that's right.
Then let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
If your fiancé were a nurse instead of a doctor, would you still go ahead and marry him, knowing that he has an obsession so dangerous that it could be fatal for you as a woman?
Well, I
really don't understand. What's the huge problem with people looking at me at the gym because I take good care of my body?
Oh, so you don't think it's a problem?
They are just looking at my body because they want to have muscles like mine. And trust me, nobody is bothering to look at my face.
Don't pretend that people looking at you hasn't made you happy and given you motivation to work out even more.
But I'm the one running the gym. If I don't keep myself in good shape, what kind of message is it going to give out to the customers? Don't you agree? I'll lose half my members if I let myself go.
I'm not saying not to work out at all. I'm just saying not to work out as much as you're doing right now. Everyone is always looking at your body.
So are you telling me to quit managing the gym? Is that it?
That's not what I'm saying at all. You take all the earnings from your gym by yourself, so I never get to see a single penny of that money.
That's not what I meant. If I had stayed at home, gained a lot of weight, and decided to go to the gym to lose it, you wouldn't even need to bring up this conversation, right? Because then my body would be different, and the members at the gym wouldn't look at me. But then you wouldn't be attracted to me anymore either, would you?
She's becoming annoyingly eloquent ever since she started reading those books. So, you're saying that you're doing this for me?
Yes, of course I'm doing it for you. How can you be so stupid as to not realize that?
Well, if that's the case, then it's a different story.
Anton, honey,
What is it?
I don't pay any attention to any other men. I'm not interested in them at all. If I was interested in getting with other men, do you really think I would have married you at such a young age, even when my parents were against it? I even suggested registering the marriage before the ceremony so that they couldn't complain, and things would look better for us bringing Gracie into the world. And don't go around thinking that all I'm interested in is how to attract one more member to make more money. Why are you so suspicious all the time? Please just have faith in me, okay?
Well, that's...
And feeling suspicious of me all the time takes its toll on you as well, doesn't it? The moment we start suspecting each other of things and lose trust in each other is the moment we mess things up for our family. Not just for me and you, but for our daughter as well.
She's making an annoyingly good argument here.
If you ever start talking like this ever again, I will go straight ahead and file for divorce. Do you understand?
Then you need to make a promise to me too.
What promise?
You need to promise that you won't lie to me.
Do I often lie to you?
You told me that you were at work, but you were actually at a cafe with your friends.
Are you really bringing that up again?
You lied to me then, did you not?
Okay, fine. I promise that I won't lie to you again. I'll make sure to tell you every time I'm going out with my friends. Before, I was worried that you'd get more stressed if I told you I was going out with friends. But now I understand that it's always better to be 100% truthful.
So, we're on the same page now then?
What's with this total 180? How come you're being so reasonable all of a sudden?
It's just because I love you so much and that I'm happy we're taking a step forward in our relationship.
I really don't understand why you like me so much.
Shall I turn the lights off? Consider yourself lucky while I'm still being nice.
Make sure you take a rest before you leave, Desmond. We'll head over in the meantime.
Thank you. I can't leave you alone in your in-laws' house when you're still not used to it, especially when your wife is out working the evening shift.
Well, it can't really be helped, can it?
Let's all gather quickly since everyone is tired. Let's eat, drink, and have a lively time together.
Shall we have a drink together, just the two of us, Desmond? Oh, thanks, Anton, but I'll pass on that offer. Oh, really? Because you're tired? I am a little tired, to be honest. And tomorrow I need to get up at 6 a.m. to go to work.
Stop drinking now and head on home. Desmond needs to get some sleep. I can't have him walking around like a zombie.
That's true.
Why is it so cold tonight? I just can't stay asleep. I'll go and close the window to the balcony and turn the heating up, and then hopefully I'll be able to get some more sleep. Oh my goodness, where is Desmond going? What time is it right now? It's past 1 a.m. It feels a bit empty now that Daphne has gone to live with her new husband, doesn't it, Rosalind?
Well, it doesn't really feel that different from when she was living here, to be honest. She spent all of her time in that room by herself reading those books of hers, after all.
By the way, Rosalind,
What is it?
I noticed something out of the ordinary early this morning.
You did?
I saw Desmond go outside at around 1 a.m. Did you notice that too?
I did notice something going on with him. Where did you see him?
I saw him from the balcony. It was too cold and I wasn't able to sleep, so we went to go and close the window. It's that kind of autumn weather that starts to bring the chill of winter with it. Do you know what I mean?
Stop going off on a tangent and tell me what it was that you wanted to say about Desmond.
Well, I just wondered whether he had something he needed to do, but I must admit that 1 a.m. was a bit of an odd time when he wasn't supposed to be on the night shift.
I was also woken up in the middle of the night, but not by the cold. It was because I heard a sound. So I came out of my room to see what it was. And the light was on in Daphne and Desmond's room.
It was?
And the blankets were all neatly folded, and he wasn't in the bed.
And that's how you realized that he must have gone out?
Well, he came back later on and was sleeping when I woke up at dawn.
This whole situation is giving me the creeps. So you're saying that he woke up, made the bed, went out, and then came back to go to sleep again?
Yes, that seems to be the case.
And you don't think that's a little strange?
You've really got to stop sticking your nose in other people's business. What are you even trying to say anyway?
It's not as if they're strangers, though, is it? What time did you wake up this morning, may I ask?
I woke up at 5 a.m. as usual. I made Desmond breakfast and then he went out to work at 6 a.m. I didn't want to be leaving him to go hungry.
You really think nothing about what happened last night was strange?
Whether you think it's strange or not, it's none of your business. You have far too much energy to invest in taking interest in other people's lives.
Why didn't you ask him where he'd been last night when you saw him in the morning? And why he'd made the bed so nicely only to come back and go to sleep again?
Why would I ask him something like that? He could have gone out to exercise or something. Or maybe there was something he'd left at home that he needed to go and get.
It's just weird why he would do any of those things at that time of night, though.
You really do still talk too much, don't you? I thought you had changed a little for the better after you started reading, but you're still the same as ever.
This doesn't sit right with me. Rosalind, I'm here.
I'm over here, love.
What are you doing in Daphne's room? Oh, hi, Daphne. What are you doing here?
Hi, Daria.
Come on, Daria, let's leave poor Daphne in peace. She needs to get some sleep.
Are you here because it's your day off?
Yes, I am. How have you been, Daria?
The same as ever, really. Going from home to the gym, from the gym back home, etc. But Daphne, I really think it was a bit much of you to disappear off the face of the earth after you got married. Every time I called you, you said you were busy and hung up on me and you would never call back because you said you were too rushed off your feet at work.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Daria, let's leave her alone now.
Even so, I'm so happy to see you, Daphne. I've had nobody to talk to these last 3 months, and it's been really frustrating. And it really made me worry what kind of situation you might have gotten yourself into when you went AWOL like that.
You're obviously not listening to me, and you're obviously not going to stop talking. So I'll leave you to say what you want to say to Daphne for a few minutes. But when you've finished, you'd better leave her in peace, okay? She really hasn't been able to get much sleep recently.
If it's okay with you, Daria, I'd really appreciate it if you'd let me get a little sleep before we talk. Ah, so you're asking me to get out? Yes, for now, if you wouldn't mind. I really would like to get some sleep. You are looking quite worn out, I suppose.
And that's why you should have just come out when I first asked you to.
But still, Daphne, let me just say one thing to you before I leave. What is it? It's a little strange. What is? It's strange that you don't have a single book with you. It was always as if your books were an extension of your body. I don't have any books anymore, Daria. And I won't be reading anything for a while. But why? I'll tell you later. Oh my goodness.
We should have tried to stop her when you first said you were against the marriage and had a bad feeling about Desmond. I can't believe that this is happening.
Did all of that really happen over these last 3 months?
Of course it did. Do you think I would make up something like this?
I just can't believe it.
I don't know what I did in my past life to deserve this fate for my daughter.
So that first night that he stayed here after they just got married, when Daphne was out on the night shift and I noticed him going out at 1 a.m., he woke up, made the bed, went to the hospital to watch Daphne while she was working, then kicked a dent in her car and smashed in the rearview mirror before returning back here to sleep as if nothing had happened?
Yes, that's right.
And he did that for absolutely no reason?
He saw her talking with a male patient and got angry about it.
And you confirmed all of that from the CCTV footage yesterday?
Yes, we reported him to the police.
Oh my gosh. Daphne? Yes, Daria? I'm so sorry. I should have done more to stop you from marrying him. Daria? Yes, Daphne? You said that you really liked talking to me, didn't you? Yes, I did. I do like talking to you very much. Well, I really like talking to you too. You do? I guess I just got so used to you coming in to chat to me about this or that. Over these past few months, there were so many things that I wanted to talk to you about. I was so desperate to chat with you again that I thought I might die. I came back here because I really missed you. And because I was afraid for my own life if I stayed there any longer.
Daphne.
I threw all my books away, Daria.
Why did you do that?
Because I was so scared. I wasn't able to read them anymore anyway.
What? Why?
Because he went through all my books and scratched out every single letter.
Who did?
Who else? My husband. After checking the hospital CCTV, the police came over to our house, and through them I was able to find out the full extent of what he had been doing.
Why on earth would he do something like that to you?
He got angry because I spent too much time with my books and I wasn't paying him enough attention.
Oh my gosh. But you must have owned more than 500 books. Did he really go through every single one of them?
Yes. He scratched out every single letter in every single one of them. He'd been doing it every time I'd been on the night shift and he'd been at home. And then he put them all back on the highest shelf where I couldn't possibly reach. Oh, Daphne. Daphne! Daria, I really have been in a living hell for the past 3 months. He made it so I wasn't able to call anyone and I felt so trapped. Oh, gosh. He would come and watch me while I was on the night shift sometimes as well. And when he was working and I wasn't, he would follow me at a distance to make sure that I was actually at home before starting his shift. That became my daily life. But there were 2 things that I absolutely could not put up with.
Tell me.
Whenever I took my clothes off after coming home, he would smell them to make sure that he couldn't smell anything suspicious. And that includes my underwear.
Oh my goodness.
I also wasn't allowed to wear perfume because it can be too seductive.
And he wouldn't let me take a shower too frequently in case I was using the soap smell to mask anything suspicious.
That's absolutely unhinged.
I really couldn't live like that anymore, so I just had to run away from him.
I completely understand.
And he also demanded intimacy from me every single night, all night long. And every time we did it, he would check my body for signs of infidelity. He even didn't care if I'd just come home from a night shift and was exhausted. He'd start demanding it from the early evening and he wouldn't stop all night. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore and I went to the police.
Oh, Daphne, I'm so sorry. I will never stop regretting not being able to do more for you to stop this from happening. My sister-in-law showed me that she was a sharp and confident person at work, and even though I had my suspicions about her husband-to-be, I trusted her sharpness when she insisted she was going to marry him and let her go ahead with the wedding. That was one of my biggest mistakes ever. The kind of pathological jealousy displayed by her husband is something that can be detected, even during dating if you observe closely. But when you're not living together, people tend to ignore it and be dismissive of it. Some people even mistaking it for being romantic. But of course, I know that I'm in no position to be judging other women for their foolishness on this matter. I'm very aware that I've been living with a ticking time bomb of my own as well. To be completely honest, I think that most of the people who ignore this kind of behavior do it willingly. It's not because they're stupid and they don't notice. But this kind of extreme jealousy and suspicion can quickly spiral out of control if not nipped in the bud. If you start suspecting your partner over one thing, you then start feeling suspicious of them just for doing something as mundane as eating a meal. My sister's in-law's ex-husband definitely had an extreme case of pathological jealousy and was controlling to the point that it became abuse. With the evidence she gathered from various CCTV cameras, she was able to file for a restraining order from him and was able to get all of her stuff back from his house without having to see him in person again. She was finally able to turn her back on him for good and get on with her life. Pathological jealousy is one of those things that I think can't really be cured, no matter how hard you try. It preoccupies every single waking moment of the person suffering from it, and also of their victim. It makes life hell for both parties involved. But still, some people still try and make excuses for this behavior, calling it love. I really don't see how feeling so trapped that you can't even make a single phone call around your spouse for fear that they'll do something to you can be passed off as love. 3 weeks ago, my sister-in-law returned to her mom's house and filed for a restraining order with clear evidence. Civil cases don't have a set duration, but family cases are limited until the divorce lawsuit is finalized, so she's preparing for a civil lawsuit. I've been making sure everything is running smoothly at work in the mornings and have been spending the rest of my time with my sister-in-law, making sure she's okay. Daphne, I'll be heading home soon. Oh my goodness, why are you not reading a book?
You're going to the gym to work out now, aren't you?
Yes, why do you ask?
Let me go with you. I've decided that I'm going to start working out from now on.
Oh my gosh, really? I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy that you finally decided to start your fitness journey. Reading is good too, but going out to exercise, having a good sweat, and seeing the other people around you working hard too really does give you a mood boost and helps you feel more energetic.
Yes, sometimes sitting alone reading books at home triggers some bad memories, so I thought it would be good for me to get out more.
I agree. You need to focus a lot when you exercise, so it really helps you train your mind too, and helps you to stop worrying about other things. Well, you'd better go and change into some suitable clothes then. I will gladly take on the role of your personal trainer for the very first workout session. And when we're all done, I'll take you out to eat something really tasty. I finally get to have a girls' workout session with my sister-in-law. I'm so excited.
Are you really this happy to be going to work out with me?
Of course I am. Just ask anyone. I've been going on about how I wish you'd come and be my workout partner for years.
You really are a little kid sometimes, you know that?
Yes, I suppose I can be. And when you're with me, you should be like that too. throw all your worries away, and be carefree like a little kid. The definition of happiness is surely doing the things you like every day, being able to chat with your favorite people, and being able to eat tasty food. Of course, I love being with my daughter and husband, but I also love spending time with you. You really are like a real sister to me, you know? I'm an only child, and I really did always want to have a sensible big sister like you.
Oh my, you really have become very eloquent indeed. When we first met, you were always spouting nothing but random nonsense about neighborhood gossip. But now you sound even better read than I do.
Well, this is because I took a leaf out of your book. Yes, pun intended, and decided to become a bookworm like you. Now come on, let's go and work out already. I'll teach you some self-defense techniques as well. Just think about it. If you ever see that toxic ex of yours again, you'll be able to kick him hard in the groin to incapacitate him. And when he bends over in pain, you can drive your elbow into the middle of his back with all your weight behind it. You need to start growing some muscles like mine. You're so light right now, so you won't be able to pack a punch. Once you're heavier and stronger, you'll be able to smash that ugly face of his into the ground. Then grab the back of his head and slam it down again. Usually this ends it. He either passes out or is incapacitated. But if he survives and covers his face with his hands while turning over, use your index and middle finger to jab his eyes forcefully. This will make him regret defacing Daphne's precious books.
So, am I going to exercise right now, or am I going to beat someone up? Thank you so much, Daria. With you by my side, I feel like I can be strong again. You really are the little sister I always wanted but never had.
So come on, Daphne, let's go and get you bulked up like me.
In that case, I'll pass. I don't really want to be as muscular as you.
Who said you were going to be as muscular as me? You're going to become even more muscular than me. When I'm finished with your training program, you'll have muscles to rival any bodybuilder.
I don't want to. I'll run away if you make me lift too many weights.
And where exactly are you planning on running off to? The gym is my domain, and the books can't save you now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.